Belfast welcomes the History Boys, Wales' most successful professional region. This Ulster side, no Ian Henderson injured, but Harry Sheridan and Cormac Isachukwu return from emerging Ireland duty. Cooney and Morgan are at half-back, and Stuart McCluskey returns to the midfield. And Mikey Lowry makes his second start at full-back. Jude Postlethwaite, a try scorer last week, is on the bench. Wholesale changes for the Ospreys, missing 40% of their squad. Wales regular Gareth Thomas starts. A first start for Will Greatbanks. Justin Tipperick, a three-time Lion, alongside captain Morgan Morris. The backline ruptured by injury and rest periods. Jack Walsh, player of the match against the Dragons, is at fullback, and plenty of youngsters on that bench. And a lot of players rested for this game. Big Welsh names: Adam Beard, Dowie Lake, Jack Morgan, and Dan Edwards, who broke the Ulster hearts and Dan McFarlane's heart ultimately with that drone goal in the late stages.
This is an area they were so good last week against Connacht. Just that driving line out.
Ulster scores so many tries from these sort of positions. Dave McCann takes that line out ball. James McCormick in possession, trying to ferry Ospreys into the crumble zone, and they do just that. Harry Sheridan in the second row today alongside the captain Alan O'Connor. Mike Lowry, here's a great athlete, Cormac Isachukwu, played in the second row and in the back row for emerging Ireland down at Bloemfontein. And Jacob Stockdale, talking of Bloemfontein, he's already scored a try in South Africa this season.
Just thought that ball was going to go a tiny bit earlier. It doesn't. Larry gets the offload through the tackle, but this is really good skill set and close quarters there, isn't it, Craig?
Yeah, just the simple things done well. Not much room to work with here, close to the touchline, but they stayed square. Ian Morgan stayed square. Dave McCann, that's your forward. Simple hands to Jacob, and that's an easy walk in for him.
It's the type of drill you do in training a lot. When you come around the corner, you realign. It's quick hands, you straighten.
Was too right. No, not for me. Not there for me. It's a yellow card and penalty.
And that's the result. The inevitable yellow card for Kieran Hardy and try number 3 for Ulster. So here comes this big driving ball again.
Don't change, stay there. Just stay there.
And the Ospreys defended this time. Tom O'Toole.
Where's Werner? There he is.
And here comes the flying pigtails of Werner Koch. It's the grunt and groan platoon again who get close to the line. Through O'Toole, they get the advantage here. And Andrea Piardi wants a closer look.
Yellow this.
Was that Kieran Hardy?
Space, please. Guys, space, please. Space. Okay, come on. Water, yeah. Your call was, guys, please.
The pen
your
try.
call was 9 black offside. Side entry.
Yeah.
Okay, you prevent any possible try. You want to check?
Yes.
Okay, Matteo, we come to you. Tim, check, please.
Matteo Liparini.
Number 9 black. If there is a cynical side entry and preventing any possible try, please.
Yeah, could be a penalty try, Tom.
It's whether or not it's still binded. It is there.
Yeah, it's clearly from the side. From what I'm seeing, I don't see any clear separation between the players before he arrived to the ball carrier.
I agree on there. Yeah, Tom had that when you really try and force it.
And
Jacob,
stay time off for a second, guys. We are checking for something in the breakdown, okay? But we need the angle. Time off.
that's forward.
No, yeah,
He's running so fast.
I understand. Good try, but he's clearly out of the end forward.
What he's
Let's
talking
forward
about
pass,
there is
guys. No
relative
try.
velocity. Now it says that Chukwu scored a try for emerging Ireland from a position similar to this.
Guys, onside! Yeah, move.
Vertical Sullivan waits. Gets himself into a good position. And eventually, the Ulster white duvet of bone and muscle gets over the line. Through Tally. Finds Lewis Jones. In comes Williams. In comes Boshoff. Phelan Giles joins the party. Will there be a celebration? Off goes Parry. There will be a celebration for the Ospreys.
It's given the Ospreys a little bit of hope.
Any dangerous thing? No.
Ill discipline from Ulster gives the Ospreys this position. Haven't had to ask them twice. I mean, Ulster's driving line out is so good. But on the flip side, defense.
I know. I gave a warning. Guys, let's go. Yeah, time back on.
Looking for the pick and go this time. James McCormack uses dynamism, and he's almost unwatched. He's able to ghost his way through the invisible Ospreys defence.
I mean, he made that look easy.
We're ready, let's
I mean,
too easy that.
far too easy for goal line defence. Well, not to take anything away from James McCormack. Second try of the night. He won't be a happy boy.
Just looked for a weak shoulder, didn't he? Went
McCann with the tackle. Good work by the Ospreys at the breakdown. Kieran Hardy. Can they test this Ulster defence? That's one man down. Tipperek. Florence. Try time. Keelan Giles.
All of the Ulster defence with a pick and go. Then the ball out the back from Tipperek. It's a classy pass there from Florence over the top. Which is subtle hands from Tipperek. The key there, Greg, is he takes it flat and takes it forward.
Yeah, he did exactly what the guys weren't doing in the first half. And then Florence just had his choice to pick. I think Werner Koch just got a little bit out of sorts on the edge there. That close to the line, you kind of need to come up and put pressure on.
In the ball, so Theory gives another penalty advantage. And they really are rumbling hard here into the 22. Nathan Doak. And here's Mike Laurie. There's space. There's certainly a space for Stockdale. Stockdale, little stunner step. Has he managed to finish in spectacular fashion?
So I think the try's good. We're going to see here.
That's a try, as long as the pass is forward. They might want to check the pass to him, but I think his heel doesn't touch the line. Gets his feet in the air.
That pass from James Humphries. My goodness. Is there any other way to say that your dad is David Humphries by throwing a pass like that? Oh my goodness, what a lovely overs line from Mike Laurie off that pass.
And what a remarkable finish. Well, Teardy, Littorini looking closely. His foot's off the ground there, surely.
Yeah.
That'll do for Ulster. Very happy with their evening's work too. Tries for Jacob Stockdale. Could have been a hat-trick at one. Chalked off. But Ulster have seen a great return to form by this man. Last season and this. 10 tries last season. And already has 3 tries this season. James McCormick making a huge contribution as well.
Region now that front door option around the front. Joe McCarthy thought he was held and he just shrugs off the tackle. Well played to Keenan and it opens up for Hugo Keenan. Digging at the base of that ruck. They go for the job changing tactic for the Bulls and straight into the hands of the Scarlets. They can launch a counter-attack of their own.
That speed of ball, and that's where they're going to beat the Bulls in on the edge, because the Bulls are obviously really tight trying to defend a match-up physically. And the Scarlets just need that, that 1-2 real quick and then look to get out of their Johan Noisanta.
Good tap, good leg drive from the hooker. And now they're over the line, they're up to the line at East Gareth Davis. Josh McLeod wriggles, squirms, rolls, dives and scores. Josh McLeod, a captain's try for the Scarlets. Really well worked, patience and strength close to the line. And they're back within 2 points with the conversion to come.
It was just physicality, but the speed of ball from the ruck, that's what done the Bulls there in terms of just the attack breakdown was real quick, 1-2, and then obviously Josh McLeod has got a good hand over a couple of players in behind him there.
What good for the Rico?
Yeah, it was a wonderful strike move from the initial lineup, which got them into. Scarlett's got a few tricks up their sleeve tonight. Johan Lloyd confidently as the extras. We're back on level terms at Park Scarlett after a shock opening for the home side when they can see 100%, and they've shown their intention by going for the corner. They didn't entertain the notion of kicking a goal, even though it was well within Chamberlain's range.
A penny turning.
So advantage being played to the Bulls as they look to get this rolling ball in motion, and they do so. Now Berger releases his backs. Forster back against the grain, and Plumtree takes 2 attempts to get him down.
What is there?
And Berger sees a gap on the blind side, and there's no one there. Berger crashes over without anyone laying a finger on him, and it's another easy try for the Bulls. And the Scarlets will be kicking themselves in defence.
Scarlets are just overfolded, and I'm not sure what the defence policy is, but there's no one short side. And Berger's seen it, and he won't score an easy try all season, will he? But like we said, you let the Bulls into your 22, you're going to always run the risk of them scoring. They score an awful lot of points a game, and giving them easy into 22, this is what's going to happen.
Huge presence on the tight hip. Olster. He's getting his chance ahead of David Creel today. David Creel did have his red card rescinded in the week. The red card he received against the Ospreys for the elbow to the throat of Dan Edwards. It was deemed too heavy a sanction. As the Bulls are Aronson inside to Ludwig. Ludwig gets within 3 yards, and the Bulls, when they need to, carve open the Scar's defence. Caden Moody wriggles. Was there a double movement or even a knock on there? The Bulls are celebrating, but the ref's not convinced.
Okay. 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 Stefano, so our outfield is not try. Okay, come on, please, Stefano. Our outfield is not try. I believe they lost the ball forward. Can you check, please?
Yeah, it looks like a knock on by Moody there, doesn't
decision, not try, possible knock on.
Yeah.
Gaining some yards back for the Scarlets. Gareth Davis hoists that one skyward. Immelman's underneath it, but throws into the hands of Blair Murray. But he's as dangerous as Aronson. He's got that deceptive sidestep and a real turn of pace. No such subtlety from Josh McLeod. He takes the Roman road. So too is St. Plumtree. So Johan Lloyd successful with his first kick of the night, converting Josh McLeod's try. Successful with his second as well. Cleaning through the posts for the Scarlets. Well, the last score at the end of that first half takes the half-time score.
Let's make the best of it. This is a great opportunity for Scarlets to start the second half.
It's nice. Let it adjust.
Ryan Elias to throw in, starting this week after he was benched in favour of Marnus van der Merwe last week. He's another one who'll be trying to impress the watching Warwick Gatland. Elliot Dean out this week, he'll be unfit for the ultimate deal. Blair Murray into the high tackle there, he's still on his feet, he's still going. And Blair Murray, like an absolute pocket rocket, has shredded that Bulls defence. And despite the fact there were 3 men hanging on. A bit of grit and aggression from the South African hooker, fresh on the field. Sam Lousy, another man who loves to get his hands on the ball. Hasn't done so much tonight, but that's a penalty. Cabba thought he pilfered the ball. He has another 3 points to his tally and to the Scarlets' tally. Thinks about the clap flat pass to Johnny Williams, but thinks better of it. Rain is swirling down now at Parker Scarlets, making handling ever more troublesome.
Searching for
Well, the Scarlets faithful are making their feelings known. Alex, what are yours?
Well, I think I agree with him. He's come in upright, isn't he? He's not looking like he's in a position to dip and lower. There's no...
Okay, 16.
So the decision.
Direct contact with the face. No mitigation.
I'd say one of the men getting back to it, it didn't look like he was remorse, you know, like he's not running flat out.
Well, they've been going backwards so much of this game. Get the ball out quickly, Eddie James. Throws the dummy, cuts back inside.
No lift! No lift!
Davis to Hepburn.
Okay, advantage, wide 13 offside.
Plumtree, penalty coming.
Get advantage, Scarlets for offside.
Caden Moody was offside. Patience from the Scarlets, 9 minutes left, 4 points in it. Scarlets going for their second win of the season, their second in a row it will be. The ball goes out to Rogers. Rogers does 1 man, does 2 men, does 3 men. Tom Rogers with a superb turn of pace, a superb sidestep, and what a try for the Scarlets. It takes them into the lead here at Parker Scarlets with 8 minutes left on the clock. Could that be the crucial score?
Costello just literally thrown a ball, you know, a missed pass, just good luck, Tommy Rogers, 1 step, 2 step, great hand off there and trying it.
Pulls that one wide with the left hand upright, so it will remain a 1 Scarlets legend. Captain here as well. Penalty Scarlets, and that will be that, as Gareth Davis boots the ball high into the stand.
Emirates Lions kick-off is on the way shortly. Massimo Brunello picks a whole new front row this week. Captain Danilo Fischetto will lead the team from Loosehead Prom. Tomas Del Bertolino is at hooker, with Argentinian Juan Penetro joining them. There's a new half-back pairing in Alessandro Fuschi and Giovanni Montemari. Luca Morizzi has 50 caps for the Azzurri. He is an inside centre. Left winger Simone Jesse managed 11 tries last season and is quite the talent. The Lions also retained their squad. Jaco Vizagi is a hooker and tight head prop. Conrad Van Feeren start for the first time this season. Frankie Horn is the captain and number 8. Informed Jared Cairns is at 7. 7 specialist JC Vittorius makes up the back row. Morde van den Berg is at 9. With a new number 10 this week, Sinelli Nohamba. Marius Lowe and the lively Hecko Van Beek are in the centres. Richard Creel is back after a couple of months out with a shoulder injury. Great to see him out there on the right wing. Well, joining me today is former South African international Tina Stelford. Tina, this was one that should be good. The Lions play exciting brand, but as do Zebra Park.
Absolutely, Stuart. Great to be here next to you. Both teams like attacking from deep, keeping the ball in hand, not so much kicking teams. But the playing surface does look very wet, and they'll certainly be tested in terms of their skill execution early on. You can see they're already surface water splashing up as teams run onto the field. But this, I think, is going to be a battle up front.
So away we go in Parma. Giovanni Montemari, the 23-year-old born in Rome, gets us up and running. Conditions, as you say, Tennis will play havoc.
We'll adjust very quickly.
The Bortolomo finds his man. Good step from the scrum half. Fosco, how dangerous is he right from the off? The repeat option from Fosco. Good take from Van der Merwe. And then that weaving arc from Richard Creel. Hasn't played much rugby.
Being hit 2 metres beyond the gain line.
Visagi. His line out. Van der Berg. Oh, I'm picking it up off the feet. Good thud and a good whack. A good start for the team in yellow. Fischetti. Not more easy.
And release.
Side centre. Played a bit of London Irish. Conrad Van Feeren told to get back. And then gave away the penalty. There's Kintelli. Goes route 1 and the hands are good from Zebra Parma. Fosco over the top. The path of Trula. He slides across the turf. Plenty of draw. You can hear by the decibels and the fans in the crowd. It's another success. Lions locked and loaded. Visagi again. JC Vittorius passes it back to the hooker. Now this big Lions pack are starting to work their magic. Low assisting. Zebra Parma think they've stopped it at source, but they just haven't. Cries of short. Patience needed. Next pick and jam.
And again, hands and feet on the line.
Top from the base. Van Feeren
And away 5.
has a nibble. Zebra Palmer fighting tooth and nail, low over the top. Van der Merwe, what can he do? That's what he can do. Absolutely brilliant from Eva Van der Merwe. How did he score that? He won't care if it was weak tackling. The left winger can dance.
Someone did really well. Was forced the Lions to go out wide. Put that extra pass on it. And Trula, Jacopo Trula, that wasn't a great effort. He did have to cover, but he had a one-on-one.
Noamba absolutely bisects the uprights. There's a reason he got 170 points last year. The player of the season. He's doing things like that. Hardest kick in the pitch, and he made it look very, very easy.
Very easy. Personally, it was a bit of a surprise submission from the Springbok squad. And that versatility at 9 and 10 and that accuracy off the tee. A key aspect of the game.
Lacking for
Retreat
talent.
right 2.
Minofanaga. Left and right they go, trying to milk a penalty. Horn steps and weaves, still going. Kieran Horn, who's inside him. Van der Berg. What a shot from Fosco on Cairns. Does that spell danger for Zebra Parma? What a nice way it would be for his team to go in at half time if this is successful. Just stays outright from Nohamba. So not to be for him. We are still 1 point to the game. It's been hazardous and very tricky first half for both teams in Parma at half time. So away we go. John Horn gets us up and running. This second 40 minutes. Give me a knock on, straight off. The kick off, Chris Cantelli.
Set.
Also had the start to do so. Really get that momentum from early on.
There's a hinge and a problem.
Legs were well positioned under his body. Kept his shape.
Much better from Nohamba. Here are the heavies.
Onside.
Referee wants discipline from the Lions as they're on the back foot. Fosco. More easy. Takes it into the heavy traffic.
Onside, back foot.
Fischetti
Back
goes
foot.
on that angle. Ball still there for Fosco. Getting trapped, but does ever so well. Nohamba like a thief in the night. Fairly straightforward. Accuracy good. Back to a 1-point game. Very much nip and tuck at the moment in Parma. That's why the outcome of today could be vital on the end of the season, even though we're only a couple of matches in. Holding on. For example, Parma second. Introduction from the replacement scrum half. Morese torturing down the wider channels. The drum. From Van der Merwe going low, but Garcia picks and tucks. Lions on the back foot giving away penalties. Plenty of hang time. Accuracy lets him down. Has his forwards on his shoulder. How many more carries? Well, that's slick handling. Chris Cantelli to Jesse. Keeps in play. Trying to step Creel. Doesn't want to get held up or lose the ball. And what a set from the Lions. Another victory. They've done it here in Parma.
And the region now that front door option around the front. Joe McCarthy thought he was held and he just shrugs off the tackle. Well played to Keenan, and it opens up for Hugo Keenan.
Just 4 of those beaten a week ago in Treviso start here. A full bomb squad in the front row. The most ever capped Springbok Ebenezer start. So too Sia Khaleesi, who makes his second debut for the Sharks after returning from Paris. The brothers, Jaden and Jordan Hendrickson, together at 9 and 10. Abuladi Fassi fast earning a reputation as the most exciting fullback in world rugby. Well, the Sharks publicised their team more than 24 hours early. Franco Smith, well, he hasn't flinched. Glasgow close to full strength. Hugh Jones and Carl Steyn are among the missing, but otherwise it's a lineup which promises to make this a clash of test match intensity. Rory Darge, part of a powerful back row. Tom Jordan at fly half. Sione Tuipulotu is captain. Sebastian Cancelliera returns from injury on the wing. Well, there you can see the scene at Kings Park, just a few hundred yards from the Indian Ocean, a part of the world which, passing through the screen, Sia Khaleesi, not captain today. I guess in its own way, that's quite interesting.
It's a team full of leaders, isn't it? And he's returning as well, and he'll be excited. There'll be a pressure as well.
And the Springboks next month. So we're underway. Jordan Hendrickson with a kick-off. Vincent Koch on this side, one of the veterans in the Sharks team. He knows his way around the block.
Set.
Every trick of the book. Jaden Hendrickson looking for the penalty there, and it's been awarded. You're kicking up at altitude, and you kicked here. I mean, what do you work on the basis of it?
It's the same process. Same process.
But in terms of your range?
Oh, I was very short. It's 43 metres. That was it. To the point. 43 metres is all
I've seen you kick. I've seen you kick. I've seen you kick in the World Cup. You didn't miss one. Anyway, here's Hendrickson. No problem with the distance. The line is good. And the Sharks lead by 3. 11 minutes gone. Max Williamson, another one of those who was playing for Scotland during the summer. Tap back there by Cummings. Here's Kyle Rowe. Xander Ferguson.
Jeez, lucky enough to be penalised there.
Despite the deficit, there's plenty to encourage Glasgow at the moment. Holding their own and some in the set piece. There's Ebenezer making a right nuisance of himself. Oh, what a pass. That was from Tuipulotu. Caro, he's got support inside from McDowell. There's the offload, and it's George Horn who gets the try. Stunningly worked by Glasgow. That will hurt the Sharks.
It's a brilliant try from Glasgow.
who said there's space on the edge if you can get it there. What it took was an amazing stuff from the door. There's a pass there, flat and hard across a couple of front row forwards and then isolate Kate on the wing. And if you can beat that blitz, if you can get the ball to the edge of where the defence is coming forward, there will be space. Kyle Rowe found it. Stafford McDowell fought really hard to get through and support, as he always does that man George Horn for the first try.
Sharks. Bongu Anambi wants to get his mitts onto that. The ball's in there somewhere. They're over the line. Not yet, they aren't. There's Hendrickson popping it up to Oxenche. Hendrickson out there to Khaleesi. And Khaleesi on his return to Durban gets the score.
Managed to pull them down short and then really clever outside arc. So often we see the pick and go or the hard line back in, but Glasgow do well to stop and chase from there. But if you just watch, there's just an outside arc. There's a
It was who made the tackle there. Hendrickson. The Sharks knocking at the door again. That's Makazola Mapimpi. Umbanambi, and that went forward off Umbanambi, although the referee had spotted an offside, and Fassi takes it quickly and gets the try.
quick thinking from 5 seconds longer, but you do get a stable scrum then. That's fine, but we can't have players standing about just for the sake of standing about.
Use it! Goes down.
There's Horn. Another good solid scrum from Glasgow. Jordan. There's Horn. Canceliera. Not much space to operate in. Tackle from Esterhuizen. Jordan. Jory Sutherland presenting it that time. Oh, there's a bit more space here for Kyle Rowe. And Kyle Rowe slips it inside, and there's Horn. And Horn has got the try.
Hey, don't shout at me.
Wow. I think we may have a check to see if Horn's on side, but it's the same space. He's going to check it.
Altitude at the old Ellis Park to win the Curry Cup just a few weeks ago. The ball being stuck forward, that was Rory Darge coming at pace.
Just the advantage can be played. I think it was Etzebeth knocked on after Darge and knocked on. You can see what Glasgow trying to do. Know that.
Did break into a smile. There goes Pepsi Buthelezi. Jane Hendrickson. There's Jordan Hendrickson back into the traffic. Referee says he's still playing the penalty advantage here. Fassi once more. Turpolotto grabs him. Crucial period in the match, this. There's Esterhuizen. Esterhuizen losing it, but will come back for the penalty. I think we saw there in about 30 seconds a blend of the traditional virtues of South African rugby, the scrum, and then the carry by the big fella Etzebeth, but then some of the softer skills, which is Pesambata.
Вот мне нам танцует мои слова. Я творю свой мир, ломаю устои. Не сдамся, не сломлюсь, я воин идей. В моем сердце огонь, в глазах яркий свет. Я иду напролом сквозь тернии к звездам. Он закрой мой девиз, мой путь неустанный. Он закрой, я качаю биты. Мои рифмы снаряды летят сквозь лимиты. Я творец своей судьбы, я во власти этих слов. Он закроет, я меняю мир, ломая устои. Он закроет, я меняю мир, ломая устои. Не боюсь преград, я иду к своей цели, как танк, невзирая на трудности. Это лишь ступени вверх. Он закроет, я взлетаю, как птица с ветра вперед. Я художник своей жизни, пишу свой сюжет. Каждый день это новый виток, новый звезд. Не боюсь ошибок, я учусь на лету. Он закроет, я расту, становлюсь сильнее. Он закроет, я качаю биты. Мои рифмы снаряды летят сквозь лимиты. Я творец своей судьбы, я во власти этих слов. Он закроет, я меняю мир, ломая устои. Он закроет, я качаю биты. Мои рифмы снаряды летят сквозь лимиты. Я творец своей судьбы, я во власти этих слов. Он закроет, я меняю мир.
try in the 84th minute to snatch victory at Rodney Parade.
That's a maul.
There's Williams. Good hands there from Hendricks are on to the Pimpy, and look at Grant Williams is after it! But he's one of the quickest in the business. Catch there from Samuel. Well, it's heading for the try line, and they've got it. But they have to hurry now.
Predictably and understandably, the Sharks will take as long as they can to walk up to this kickoff.
What was it, 39 tackles from Roy Darsh in that defeat against Olster? What a performance. So now they need a score, a try. That would earn them, and it would earn them actually 2 bonus points. It's quite a reward on offer here. Cancelliere has to stay in play. He does. There goes McDowell. It might be on, you know. Stunning stuff there from Glasgow. Kyle Rowe goes for the corner, the inside ball to Matthews. They've done it. And you know what? I reckon they might even have taken that at the start of today. That is a remarkable finish from Glasgow. And here they are now, and that is a 4th try, which earns them 2 points. And Hastings slots the conversion, 28 points to 24. In the end, Glasgow will look, they've lost.
The Stormers team happy to be back home. It's been 5 months, so it's been a long time between drinks. Can the Stormers buck the trend? Well, Jack Crowley cemented himself firmly as Johnny Sexton's replacement. Tom Farrell did so well in the colours of Connacht, relishing his opportunity, and here is Shane Daly on a beautiful line. Tackle made by Warwick Gallant. Murray had his quick ruck ball, burn out the back. Crowley had to reach to fetch it, and now the interception from Suleiman Hartzenberg. He's being chased down by Farrell. They won't catch him. Hartzenberg is in very much against the grain, but bringing a sizable crowd in Cape Town to their feet. To the score sheet. Now the Stormers here, Munster, a little bit frantic. There he goes, it pops up for Suleiman Hartzenberg. The question was, did he have the gas or the juice to go the distance? He certainly does. No one getting close to him. Suleiman Hartzenberg, over he goes for the first one. A shoulder injury, one of 2 backline players on the bench today to make his first appearance of the season. Now Willemse. A sweet strike from Willemse. Smiles on their faces. Over the top of Marcel Tennyson. And a line-out gifted the way of Munster. Daly. And Tom Farrell. Staying strong in contact. Not the speed of ruck ball that Conor Murray necessarily would have wanted. Now the hoist from Crowley. Good contest from Tom Ahern in the air, but the scraps gathered by Warwick Gallant. And a clever kick infield. Bounces nicely for Crowley, and inside his 22 off the left boot. Excellent kick from Jack Crowley. There's a lot of work to do here for Damian Willemse. The charge down is from Shane Daly. Brilliant work from Zas to get across and cover. Munster piling in. The counter-ruck is good, and Farrell is over. Capitalising on the kick charge down. Zas working hard off the ball, but outnumbered at the breakdown. The counter-ruck was powerful. They stayed on their feet. From Munster, first of all, this kick here and the ability, Stormers going backwards, but this is Daly, Shane Daly with the charge down. So Willemse trying to clear, but Daly does well. But the most important thing here is to maintain your discipline, because generally players chasing there will fall off their feet. What Munster do, they stay on their feet. Good counter-ruck here, good strength, and the ability to spot the space out there. Well done to create that pressure. And now convert it into points. A kick to bring Munster back on even terms. And after the first quarter, we are tied up at 7 apiece. Once again opting for the 5-metre line-out. First throw for Owen Clark. No contest on the throw to Tyke Byrne. Munster able to set them all with Clark in possession at the tail. One stop called, but they managed to wheel and over. What an entry into the game for Owen Clark. On for Niall Scannell. Successful line-out, and now
over for his second try in Vodacom URC Rugby.
That all started from the power from the scrum. That's the net result.
Set! Yes, line.
More pressure on the Munster scrum, and Conor Murray not taking any chances at all. Finding touch over on the far side. So, contest on the throw to Schickerling, and pulled the vet under all kinds of pressure as Munster come piling through. Well to retain that ball, but Stormers losing a good 10-12 metres off that line-out contest. Morabe, powerful carry from him once again. Then Dixon pops it up for the vet. Duplessis. Inside for Ardre Smith. No real option but to carry. Tiernison.
It's a tackle now, and he's on the ground.
Tackle made. Munster called out of it.
Ball was out.
Another powerful carry. Regaining some momentum here. Willemse. Oh, beautiful line from Hartzenberg and Duplessis. And now will go in. Well, after a series of handling errors and some inaccurate passing, a move where all the passes stuck.
Love that, but talk about passing under pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4. And over goes Rowan Null. With some fantastic touches from the Stormers.
Yes.
Under pressure, Munster players coming up.
Certainly some whiplash in it. Excellent line out for Tom O'Hearn. Clark hitting his man and searching for the ball. Has it now as Munster's maul is taken towards touch. Murray. Wonderful stepping from Conor Murray. Defensive line being forced onto the back foot here.
Go Pennerman.
Jack Crowley filling in for Murray at scrum half. In search of their third try. Tom O'Hearn thought about the carry, then popped it up for Clark. Murray and Farrell. Murray has it again, and over they go. Gavin Coombs. Powerful ball carrier shot. Klein up off the bench. The conversion should be a formality.
Against Sazi Sunday, but Munster coming alive in what Coombs does well. Coombs drifts past here. Look at that. He goes sideways. So the pass beats the defender, gets outside of Zas.
And the conversion was indeed a formality for Jack Crowley. An extra 2.
Don't touch it.
Called off it 3 times at the ruck. And the Stormers have a penalty straight out in front. No release. What do they do here? Do they go for the 3 inside the DHL Stadium? Willemse. He loved it immediately, and he has eked out a 5-point lead for his team. Brilliantly done by Haley. Awkward ball for Galantia, but it goes for Willemse. Gets away from Haley, makes his way through. Brilliant pass from now. Zas to his left, Yankees to his right. Clean win at the front from Munster, but then the interception from Rowan now, and here comes that 4-try bonus point. The DHL Stadium erupts as Rowan now goes over for a second. Munster looking for a little piece of magic from inside their own half. Flat ball in the midfield. Little pop pass, and Rowan now wise to the trick.
And well read, one of the better defenders on the outside channel. You've got to make those reads, and he did it perfectly there.
An evening for Damien Willemse. 4 successful conversions, a penalty, and a beautifully struck drop goal. It was the drop goal that took the Stormers out to an 8-point lead and forced Munster.
Hungary to prove last week's win was no outlier. They make 5 changes to the team which defeated the Stormers, all of them a simple case of rest and rotation. Fenton and Ray into the front row, Sykes and Crosby in for Hodgson and Ritchie, Ross Thompson at the playmaking helm once more, with Ben Healy given 18 minutes instead. The fit again, Matt Curry gets his second start of the season, and Scotland forwards Ewan Ashman and Hamish Watson return to the matchday squad among the Edinburgh replacements. Cardiff licking their Derby Day wounds from a match which slipped painfully from their grasp. 5 changes up front, among them Rhys Litterick anchoring the scrum, Thomas Young getting a first run at the campaign after a recent injury. Callum Sheedy captains his hometown club for the first time. A Cardiff debut for summer signing Rory Jennings, with Gabe Hamer-Webb also coming in to the starting 15 alongside Ewan Stevens. On the bench, young Wales forwards Evan Lloyd and Alex Mann have overcome injuries to feature 6 forwards and 2 backs among the Cardiff replacements. A deliberate ploy by Matchett to try and counter the power game that Edinburgh bring in spades. And a special moment for Callum Sheedy, who used to pilgrim to the Arms Park with his father as a young rugby fan back home in Cardiff. A game they started poorly, were never able to gain decisive control of. For Edinburgh, the story's different. Begins to set in Edinburgh. A pleasant evening in the Scottish capital, cold but clear. An excitable high of the stage. And the boot of new skipper Callum Sheedy. Price. To Ipolotu, Thompson, close in, finds a gap, steams through it, dragged to ground by Jennings, quick ball for Price. Thompson has to take it on himself. Edinburgh under penalty advantage. Price excavates that ball.
Well, as usual self, certainly in the opening match of the season, but he's a big game player, he's got a huge amount of experience. See him there fizzing around, even the speed of his delivery, being a bit more confrontational, a bit more confident.
They go to the front to Thomas Young, then they shift the point of contact. Davis, Mason Grady, bash, looking at goal, up to the 5. Davis, Ed Byrne, got away from Darcy Ray. As close as Cardiff have been, they're stacking that left-hand side. Here's Thomas Young, there's the try for Cardiff.
Just looking at the ground of the try.
It's good.
Thomas Young heavily involved, took the line out, but then kept the width. Watch his carry from Mason Grady. Ross Thompson just stands there. Got to be more aggressive in defence than that, especially up against a big guy. Then it's a carry from Ed Byrne. But you know Thomas Young is on the left-hand side. They realign beautifully. That's a good pass.
And that's going to need another look.
Yeah, that's got to be yellow.
Edinburgh want to go quickly, but they won't be allowed. Paddy Harrison poleaxed. And the yellow's already out. Morning Ferreira's not even going to the screen. Thomas Young's off for 10. And how the momentum in this game. Callum Sheedy raising the accusation from a teammate that there's been an eye gouge from an Edinburgh player on one of his teammates. I think that's why everything kicked off. Which way will it turn next? Who can step forwards and claim the URC victory? 40 minutes to settle it. And an inauspicious start from Cardiff. Handed a penalty advantage. Cardiff walked them back 10 yards from where they conceded it.
Edinburgh just needed a quick ball off the back of that line out, but they're going to go quick here.
Price to Gilchrist. Edinburgh driving the tempo, seeking the breakthrough, but continues to elude them. Darcy Ray around the corner. Price whipping his cattle around the paddock. Fenter still short. Magnificent Cardiff defence. It's slowed it up again. Edinburgh have to commit a great pile of bodies to retain it. Darcy Ray locks and loads. Price right on the chalk. Wide they go. Van der Merwe! Spearing his way into the corner.
The vision, the execution to get it to that wide channel.
Thompson from the touchline. It's a beauty. Edinburgh 10, Cardiff 5. Sheedy had to check to take the pass. Running down blind alleys, but finding Mason Grady, who finds some light. Then the offload finds only an Edinburgh player. Thomas Young will win the penalty though. In fact, it's Evan Lloyd again. He can moves. Sheedy now, dead in front, 40 metres. Yes, Sheedy is the cry from the teammates. The silence around the hive, the flags raised. They're on a warning, disciplinarily speaking, Cardiff. Can Edinburgh take advantage? Cardiff don't compete. Gilchrist soars to collect. Ashman in command in the back. 11 Edinburgh players propelling this shot. Schumann! Pierre Schumann! A rolling, rumbling, rampaging bear crashes over the Cardiff line. And at last, Edinburgh have the try.
The corner, they dummy the peel off the back. Got to say, Pierre Schumann scores, and what an impact he's had. Ewan Ashman's had. It's currently sitting with the 3rd most gain line carries in the league for a loose head prop. That's pretty remarkable. And you see there, he's got a lot of work to do. Rides the collision. Big man against Ben Thomas, against Callum Sheedy. It's well worked.
Edinburgh come again. Two Ipolotu into both of them. Oh, Hamish Watson's gone through the fringes and he's found Ali Price on the shoulder. Price drags, wide it goes. Graham ducking and scoring a peach. A surge of electricity pulses around the hive as Dancing Darcy bamboozles Cardiff. Set up by Hamish Watson and finished by the Predator on the wing.
Yeah, it's a great piece of work by Hamish Watson, but keep your eyes on Ali Price here. He has been superb. That's not an easy pass to give. To have the awareness, see him on the floor celebrating. He enjoyed that one. I really feel like this is Ali Price back to his best. You've seen him sniping. His kicking's been excellent. Look at this. Manages to regather the ball. The basketball pass over the top. And Darcy Graham doing Darcy Graham things.
Paul Hill, the England tight heads, reaches the 5-metre line. Ball is loose, but penalty will be Edinburgh's.
Another yellow coming here.
You can have the line on if you want.
Is it on the 5?
Yeah, you can just have the line on if you want. Okay, then take the line out. And top
After all that, the upshot is Cardiff line out, 5 metres from their own line. And a pressure throw for young Evan Wallace, who's been so good since he's come on in the loose. But in line out time, he's flopped his rounds, and Ashman is home. An Ash splash to bring up the bonus points.
His best throw is well over the Cardiff jumper and then straight into Ewan Ashman's hands over the top. I've got to say, Edinburgh's growth, Edinburgh's persistence in the second half almost feels like if they had come away with a bonus point.
And gang tackled over the Pinks. And Edinburgh prevail. Grave questions have been asked of this team in recent weeks. There have been barbs of criticism. There have been white-hot takes on social media after the way their season started. But Grant Gilchrist, once more, as he did against the Stormers last week, has led his team to another bonus point victory and celebrated with a visceral roar.
The only change that of Shane Lewis-Hughes moving to the second row and Ryan Woodman taking his 6th shirt. Roger Williams, we saw him there, winning his 150th appearance in the league, all the more impressive considering he spent 2 years in the English Premiership.
Okay,
as Lloyd Evans, the ever-present Lloyd Evans at 10 this season, gets us underway. Under the lights, and a chance to say good evening to my co-commentator Philip Atuzziet.
Yeah, good.
So claustrophobic out there. Dragons defence just swallowing up, and an interception. It's Joe Westwood. He looks up. He's got support if he needs it. He might not even need it. Lewis Liner in hot pursuit, but it's in vain.
Defence proving true for both. But it was that gamble in the end by the youngster, and my gosh, has it massively paid off. After a series of phases from Benetton, all of the backfield have gone high, so they're involved in the attack. That's why there's no one in the backfield. So it just became an absolute foot race that he just about won.
Oh, a despairing tackle from Lewis Liner. Jared Rosser in hot pursuit, waiting for that scoring pass if it needed to be made, but Joe Westwood, he only had the try line in his sight. And Joe Westwood scoops the ball up, sets up another ruck. Dragons still have the ball here, living dangerously. Leon Brown. And through it goes. 3 points for Benetton. After 32 scoreless minutes, can get themselves into the lead for half-time. They'll consider that a job well done. Here comes the rolling maul. Like the scrum that preceded it, it is moving forward at a rate of knots now. It's over the line. They've dropped onto the line. The referee's scrambling around to see if it's been grounded.
They do, they certainly do. Right place at the right time, but equally, I was a winger and you couldn't pay me to be in the middle of that, so the hookers can have that all day long.
Are you bitter as a winger that hookers score the tries these days? I know Shane Williams is.
Yeah, well, it's the change of the game, isn't it? A good show of strength there from Benetton. I think the fact that they had that earlier dominance in the scrum, that's just given them that confidence boost to really go for it. That every player's in on that full team effort.
Oh, it's another handling error for the Dragons as the latest attack comes to an end. Rodrigo Martinez can't keep hold of the ball, and the whistle goes for the end of the half. Well, it's been tense, it's been claustrophobic at times. There have been some enormous hits in defence, but it's a try piece between the Dragons and Benetton. The only difference between being that sole penalty from Jacob Umaga to the half-time score as the teams troop into the sheds. Dragons 7, Benetton Treviso 10.
Okay,
Jacob Umang again in the second half underway here at Rodney Parade. The chase. More of a chip kick from Rio Dyer. And Williams bounced off his chest and then he was knocked to the floor for good measure. Oh, and look at this. Avaka was the beneficiary as the ball fell into his arms.
They're living off the scraps, aren't they? So it was the kicking battle here where the crowd are feeling quite aggrieved. It bounces off and then there's the hit coming through. Personally, I think that player's committed to that hit anyway. But it was Benetton that reacted first to the bobbling ball, and they get the benefit.
He can't believe his luck, can he? Shrugs off the tackle of Lloyd Evans, and there's no one in front of him. And we talked about deja vu. The try that was scored by Jared Cairns for the Lions here last week was almost identical to that one. The Dragons had defended so well all game. Outside centre. But this is a great attacking opportunity for the Dragons. Brody Coughlin goes long, too long, but into the hands of Lloyd Evans! And Lloyd Evans, well, it was an overthrow lineup, it was a mix-up, but boy did Lloyd Evans make the best of it.
And so nervy to now this second half, and these lapses of concentration are really opening things up. Massive overthrow then, but it didn't matter. Dragons reacted, Lloyd Evans. Straight on it.
Yeah, the look of despair from Ryan Woodman as the ball slips through his fingers, and then the look of utter delight from Lloyd Evans. They're still going, they're on their feet. Desperate defence from the Dragons. It's just inches now for Benetton. They're 3 points ahead. Another score would take them 2 scores clear. Can the Dragons possibly plug those gaps? And the answer is no. Benetton crossed the line again for another try.
Now just splices between the two players there, doesn't he? You see the majority of the forwards pack orientated around to the right-hand side. It's good awareness by the forwards. They see then you're going in between a forward and a 10. You've got to back yourself.
Bang. Advantage.
Well, there was a sense of inevitability about that. The advantage was being given, but it was a relentless march towards the Dragons' try line. And the referee had warned that callow Dragons front row that the scrums had been solid until they'd come on, just adding an extra layer of pressure. And we said, Philippa, that it was a test for those youngsters, and this is a harsh lesson to learn at the elite level. Dragons getting ever so close now, right in the shadow of those posts. There's a wriggle, a reach. Benetton desperately defending, but surely that's over the line. The referee sticks his head in between the pile of bodies, and for the time being at least, they are still alive in this game. The conversion is directly in front of the posts. O'Brien goes blind, but that is a brilliant tackle from Malachi Fekatoa. Dumps him into touch, and there is the final whistle, and the Dragons, much to the dismay of Di Flanagan and all the supporters here tonight, will come away with nothing. They've had 3 consecutive home games at Rodney Parade. They targeted them all. They were in winning positions in them all, but ultimately they have lost all 3.
Problem, so David Hawkshaw comes into a reshuffled Connacht backline that sees the Puma Santiago Cordero switch out to the wing and Piers O'Connor drop into the full back position. Hugh Gavin is poised to Leinster colours for the first time since March. Third start in a row at fly half for Kieran Frawley, and the Osborne brothers both selected as the younger of the two. Andrew makes just his 3rd start. Scramble defence at times against Munster, almost as impressive as their attack had been. It's been an interesting weekend so far. Leinster Dragons, and then the Bulls come to town. Away day derby defeats to Connacht's 3rd interprovincial derby in the opening 5 rounds of the season. They've taken 4 points from the opening 2. They'd love another full complement of 4 tonight, but that's hitting that seam behind the line out, and now they go to Culhan, another player grateful to be back in Leinster colours after a nasty injury.
Okay, leave it now.
Gibson Park. How many times do we see Leinster finish from this kind of position? Snyman is a great option in that situation, but it's Osborne instead. Jamie, that is the inside centre from close range that gets in for the early try.
And if it wasn't going to be Jamie, it's going to be his brother Andrew. Stood out the left wing all alone as well. They had managed to create the overlap, but they didn't need it in the end, using the big men. 4 or 5 metres out from the initial line out. Surprised they actually peeled so quickly off the line out, given Connacht's difficulty against Ulster last week, but they obviously backed their system and great finish.
Shot clock back on now, Kieran, okay?
Good footwork and a great finish. His brother would be shouting at him on the outside here. Piers O'Connor had to come in.
You've got to try and stay in the fight with Leinster across the opening 10 or 15 minutes, or it could be a long evening.
Stay 12.
McCarthy into heavy traffic will be a key disrupting. He is causing untold damage, chaos in fact. RG Snyman here, and Connacht can't live with it, and it's an easy run in over on that far side for the second try of the night for Liam Turner, but again is the intervention of RG Snyman stating.
Watch this, an incredible offload. He just, it's just like a little apple in his hand. He's just out the back. What I love about it as well, he's actually looking, he's making eye contact with his receiver as well. It's not just, kind of willy-nilly, and it's not just, I'll give it a go because I can. He's actually making eye contact with Kieran Frawley as well. He knows where it is. It's so accurate. And then, again, 2 and 1. The stuff that Leinster do, it's bread and butter, but they make it look so easy. Identifying space, and then just being so accurate in the execution.
RG Snyman don't really profit from it. Their kicking game has gone AWOL in the opening 20 minutes. Oh, Georgetown here, real opportunity. Easy score for James Ryan. Referee's whistle is gone. He wants to check something, but it's the second row and the captain that, for now at least, has got Leinster's third try of the evening.
The decision is try for me, Johnny. I just want to make sure that the last player who blocked the ball was 5 and not the player behind him, and that he was then in an offside position. Okay, Leo, coming to you.
Okay, Crossy.
On-field decision is try. Just want to make sure that the player who scored the try wasn't in front of the last player who blocked the kick.
I think go across just once, one more look at this to be sure.
Agreed, Crossy, yes.
No
so
try.
It's a reprieve for Connacht. Took us a while to get there, but it's no try for James Ryan. Queuing up, Finlay Beelan can't quite get there. Bundyaki might just, half a metre short. Dennis Buckley just fires one to the left-hand side and they get in. Connacht crash over for the try.
On your feet, you can stay in the fight. Connacht, wow, they're staying in this fight. What a line out, Paul Boyle again, rubbing them forward. It looked like they were getting slow ball, not really progress anywhere, but Bundyaki came close. And then good patience. Dennis Buckley with the feed. Good body height again, just getting over. He'll be a happy man. Again, another one who went through the Leinster Academy, had a stint in the USA with LA.
Gibson Park, here come Leinster, blue wave, James Ryan. Ross Byrne, lots of options. Hugo Keenan, can he get there? Important intervention from Bolton. For how long? Didn't go forward. RG Snyman is in. Leinster get the try.
Referee called him in backwards. But again, just Bundy.
It's that awkward tackle, isn't it, initially? But here, is there a knock on?
The knock on is from Shane Bolt tonight. Guess from first edition thought. Plays the 9. Georgie Snyman, look at that. Great skills, great hands. Just what an athlete he played into that wind as well. Would have been a good return.
Takes a lot off that smartly, wisely, sagely. Kicks it low into the breeze in Galway. Well, that is a big score from the marquee player. Joshua turning round now with the benefit of a significant breeze at his back. It's a wind. There's a storm coming tomorrow from midday on. Orange warnings, red warnings. Taken the ground by Bundyaki. Relentless. Camped inside the Connacht 22. Changing the angles, changing the pictures. So many options. Ross Byrne, that's an errant pass, but sometimes the bounce pass is so difficult to defend. Max Deegan should get that down, and he does.
But I guess just the options they have, and this man is central to everything. What a signing he's been. He could be the final piece of the jigsaw. And that's even with Jody Barr still to arrive in the country as well. The bounce pass is actually, I'm not so sure if he did that on purpose, because the way, look at the trajectory of his hands there. That's not the way you normally pass a ball. He bent the knees. I'd be interested to ask him afterwards, was that on purpose? Because he spotted the Connacht defender shooting off the line, showed it in the air, you could get a hand to it. That's a clever play by Ross Byrne if he didn't mean it.
Joshua Cal Ford, and away he goes, and they're going to get themselves back in the hunt. Cal Ford, what an instant impact from Connacht's best player of the season so far.
Straight through a gap, footwork, showed the ball, little dummy. The pace then to finish it out.
Yeah, that's much better. Perhaps albeit a tall order still. A route back into the game for something for Connacht. Oh, what a take that is. Straight from the kick-off. Andrew Osborne. Take a bow.
Perfection. The wind obviously holding it up as well. Eyes on the prize. Oh, he just dropped it. I call for his hands. Brilliant try. Caught it on the turn as well. Didn't break stride. Great skill.
Shades of Mark Hansen in Paris against France in the Six Nations on Connacht's home ground. Lovely moment for Andrew Osborne. And in among the taking conversions, that was the last time Connacht beat Leinster at this ground. 47 points to 10, a different story tonight, and it's been a different story from very early in the game when Jimmy Osborne scored the first of 5 tries for Leinster after only 6 minutes. Too good, too strong. RG Snyman a menace and the player of the match, and it's 5 wins out of 5 for the team.
Well, Belfast welcomes the History Boys, Wales' most successful professional region. This Ulster side, no Ian Henderson injured, but Harry Sheridan and Cormac Isachukwu return from emerging Ireland duty. Cooney and Morgan are at half-back, and Stuart McCluskey returns to the midfield. And Mikey Lowry makes his second start at full-back. Jude Postlethwaite, a try scorer last week, is on the bench. Wholesale changes for the Ospreys, missing 40% of their squad. Wales regular Gareth Thomas starts. A first start for Will Greatbanks. Justin Tipperick, a 3-time Lion, alongside captain Morgan Morris. The backline ruptured by injury and rest periods. Jack Walsh, player of the match against the Dragons, is at fullback, and there are plenty of youngsters on that bench. And a lot of players rested for this game. Big Welsh names: Adam Beard, Dowie Lake, Jack Morgan, and Dan Edwards, who broke the Ulster hearts and Dan McFarlane's heart ultimately with that drone goal in the late stages.
This is an area they were so good last week against Connacht. Just that driving line out.
Ulster scores so many tries from these sort of positions. Dave McCann takes that line out ball. James McCormick in possession, trying to ferry Ospreys into the crumble zone, and they do just that. Harry Sheridan in the second row today alongside the captain Alan O'Connor. Mike Lowry, here's a great athlete. Cormac Isachukwu played in the second row and in the back row for emerging Ireland down at Bloemfontein. And Jacob Stockdale, talking of Bloemfontein, he's already scored a try in South Africa this season.
Just thought that ball was going to go a tiny bit earlier. It doesn't. Larry gets the offload through the tackle, but this is really good skill set and close quarters there, isn't it, Craig?
Yeah, just the simple things done well. Not much room to work with here, close to the touchline, but they stayed square. Ian Morgan stayed square. Dave McCann, that's your forward. Simple hands to Jacob, and that's an easy walk in for him.
It's the type of drill you do in training a lot. When you come around the corner, you realign. It's quick hands, you straighten.
Right, no, not for me. Not clear for me. There's a yellow card.
Well, that's the result. The inevitable yellow card for Kieran Hardy and try number 3 for Ulster. So here comes this big driving ball again.
Don't change, stay there. Justin, stay there.
And the Ospreys defended this time. Tom O'Toole.
Where's Werner? There he is.
And here comes the flying pigtails of Werner Koch. It's the grunt and groan platoon again who get close to the line. Through O'Toole, they get the advantage here. And Andrea Piardi wants a closer look.
Yellow this.
Is that Kieran Hardy?
Space, guys, space, please. Guys, space, please. Space. Okay, come on. Water, yeah. Your call was, guys, please step.
Your
call was 9 black, offside. Side entry. Okay, you prevent any possible try? You want to check? Okay, Matteo, we come to you. Game check, please. Okay, we'd like to see the actual number 9 black. If there is a cynical side entry and preventing any possible try, please.
Yeah, could be a penalty try, Tom.
It's whether or not it's still binded. It is there.
Yeah, it's clearly from the side. From what I'm seeing, I don't see any clear separation between the players before he arrived to the ball carrier.
I agree on there. Yeah, Tom, when you're really trying to force it.
And Jacob, stay time off for a second, guys. We are checking for something in the breakdown, okay? But we need the angle. Time off.
No, he's running so fast.
I understand. Good try, but he's clearly out of the angle forward.
What he's talking about there is relative velocity. No, it says Achukwu scored a try for emerging Ireland from a position similar to this.
Guys, onside! Yeah, move.
There goes Sullivan waits. Gets himself into a good position, and eventually the Ulster white duvet of bone and muscle gets over the line. Through Tally, finds Lewis Jones. In comes Williams. Comes Boshoff. Keelan Giles joins the party. Will there be a celebration? Off goes Parry. There will be a celebration for the Ospreys. For the Ospreys.
It's given the Ospreys a little bit of hope.
Any dangerous thing? No.
Ill discipline from Ulster gives the Ospreys this position. Haven't had to ask them twice. I mean, Ulster's driving line-out is so good. But on the flip side, defense.
I know. I gave a warning. Guys, let's go. Yeah, time to con.
Looking for the pick and go this time. James McCormack uses dynamism, and he's almost unwatched. He's able to ghost his way through the invisible Ospreys defence.
I mean, you made that look easy.
We're ready, let's
I mean,
too easy now.
Far too easy for goal line defence. Well, not to take anything away from James McCormack. Second try of the night. He will be a happy boy.
Just looked for a weak shoulder, didn't he? Went.
McCann with the tackle. Good work by the Ospreys at the breakdown. Kieran Hardy. Can they test this Ulster defence? That's one man down. Tipperek. Florence. Try time. Keelan Giles.
All of the Ulster defence with a pick and go. Then the ball out the back from Tipperek. It's a classy pass there from Florence over the top. Which is subtle hands from Tipperek. The key there, Greg, is he takes it flat, takes it forward.
Yeah, he did exactly what the guys weren't doing in the first half. And then Florence just had his choice to pick. I think Werner Koch just got a little bit out of sorts on the edge there. That close to the line, you kind of need to come up and put pressure on.
In the ball, so Tierney gives another penalty advantage. Well, they really are rumbling hard here into the 22. Nathan Doak. And here's Mike Lowry. There's space. There's certainly a space for Stockdale. Stockdale, little stutter step. Has he managed to finish in spectacular fashion?
I think the try is good. We're going to see here.
That's a try, as long as the pass is forward. They might want to check the pass to him, but I think his heel doesn't touch the line. Gets his feet in the air.
That pass from James Humphries. My goodness. Is there any other way to say that your dad is David Humphries by throwing a pass like that? Oh my goodness, what a lovely overs line from Mike Lowry off that pass.
And a remarkable finish. Well, Tierney. Littorini looking closely. His foot's off the ground there, surely. That'll do for Ulster. Very happy with their evening's work. 2 tries for Jacob Stockdale. Could have been a hat-trick and one chalked off. But Ulster have seen a great return to form by this man last season and this. 10 tries last season and already has 3 tries this season. James McCormack making a huge contribution as well.